actuated by the cable, just like rim brakes are. Okay? And HEBAs are hydraulic. Okay? So, very important hydraulic brakes. You have that little wedge that goes into between your brake pads and between your flat arms. So when you take your wheel off, you don't want to accidentally, on a hydraulic brake, if you don't have the wheel in there and you press the brake pads will stick together, go together.
Oh.
And then you have to muscle and pry them apart to reset them. It's a pain in the butt. No, you do not.
I think you can use a screwdriver. You're not supposed to, but...
Lucky I have an extra one.
Oh.
This is all it is. It's just a little spacer. So,
Does it come with a bike?
yeah, you get one with the bike.
Oh, by the way, you can get one of those calendars for free. They have nice pictures.
So,
You know, they just across the street.
Yeah.
Go talk to them. Oh, they
so
have
now,
one.
okay, so you don't take your whole skewer off.
Oh, I don't? I think I might have had it on wrong anyway because I took it off and then does the skewer go on the brake side? The handle go on the brake side?
The handle goes on the brake side.
Oh, I did have it right.
Yes,
Okay.
because this one, your handle's going to either, you know, and actually on the front it really doesn't matter.
I don't have to take it off to change the tube?
No, but you have to take the wheel off, but you don't have to take the whole skewer off to take the wheel off.
Oh, you don't?
No, you just loosen it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So,
Oh, show me.
easier that you don't have there. You have it.
Oh, and then just lift it out. Oh, okay, I
Lift
see.
it out.
Oh.
I don't know where Heather went. Okay, whatever. I teach to my students, and if they walk away, that's their problem. So
I know that this has a hole in it because I pumped it up
okay.
and it
And do you have a tube with you?
I do.
Okay, awesome.
And it looks like it must be the tube because I did examine the tire itself.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see any glass
Not mine.
but I don't need them because the tire is so flat.
Yeah.
It just lifts
So-
right off.
Basically, what you want to do is take it off.
Okay. Take it off.
Okay. Leave your tube in there for right now. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to talk about some stuff here. I'm going to grab my example. I have a Presta tube, so I got to take my little lock nut off.
Is that your daughter, Emma? I saw her before. I was wondering about that.
She rode with us one time, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wrote. Yeah.
Yeah, we went
She's
to
fancy. She rides again.
I remember that day. That's the day I had a headache.
She's a kid. She can ride no-handed over bumps.
Oh, I know.
She's taller than you.
I don't know how they get taller than their
So-
parents. It has to do with the food.
If you notice,
Could be, or the
on your
grandparents.
tire, and this is how you should have it set up when you put your new tube in as well, is your valve is always by your logo.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Reason being, now, do you have your air pump?
No, but I can go get it.
I have mine.
Okay, you see.
Oh, I'll pump.
I'll use my little one. Yes. You're going to want
Just a little air, not too much, right?
No, she's going to pump that up to see where the hole is. So you're going to pull that out. You're going to pump it.
Pull out the whole tube now?
Yep. Make sure you have it still oriented.
You much for patching or just replacing?
But it's not backwards. It's just because it's upside down. Okay. So then use your handle. to slow it down. So now Heba, do you know how to take your front tire?
Yeah, that's the easy part.
Because you don't have quick release, you have a through axle.
Oh, so, no.
You have to use,
This bolt has to come out.
yeah, you have to use a bolt. An Allen wrench.
Do I have this?
You should.
I don't need this anymore.
There's a trash can over there.
Take it with me. This thing?
An Allen wrench.
Allen wrench. One of these. It's probably gonna be this one or this one. I can't see on that side. Go right in there. Here, it goes on this side.
I'm glad I came.
So,
I'm really glad I came.
you get it.
Once you do it a few times, it'll become a lot easier for you.
We did this years ago.
You had a whole different bike though. You gotta take that whole bolt out. Yep. Now you can pull your wheel out.
Oh, easy.
And then you put it back in. Again, if you're actually changing your tire, make sure to put that spacer in, just in case you accidentally hit the brake lever with your.
I put the spacer in here.
So yep, you gotta wiggle it until you get it in and tighten it nice and snug.
How did you get that? You gotta make, when you're on that bike ride, to be able to flat,
Make sure,
have
did
a
you-
quick release.
Did I what?
She was on a bike ride in Grosse Pointe, so they had a flat, but they didn't
No,
have
I
a
wasn't in
quick
Brooklyn. I was in Detroit.
release. Oh, you were in Detroit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't have all my tools. She had, well, I had a wrench to take the bolts off to get her wheel off, but she also had a coaster brake. Coaster brake has a little tiny screw and nut, and I didn't have my adjustable wrench to grab that little nut to hold it so I can unscrew the little screw. And then the house that we were all parked up next to was the old guy just got home. And I'm like, hey, you happen to have a pliers or something? And he had channel locks that
Oh, good.
I was able to finish and work it.
So, do I wipe the chain at home?
You need to clean it with degreaser and get it totally clean and fresh, or you can bring it over to me and I can do it.
Next Friday?
No, not Friday, because I'm here Friday.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it here because it makes too much of a mess. I don't bring all my degreaser and stuff because there's, it would end up making the cement here.
The degreaser, the one that we use for the cabinets?
No, bike chain degreaser.
That's different from the... Where do I get this from? Amazon?
Get some from the bike shop.
Bike shop?
There's a bike shop, $2 a month.
Or a quick bike shop, not bad.
I've heard bike professionals say you don't really want to use a lot of oil.
Right.
Oil just causes dirt to attract to it.
Okay. Amazon.
Yeah. So when you get it all cleaned up, scrub it, make sure get all the thick gook. Look and see all that thick gook. On both sides of each of these jockey wheels. And then you want to make sure all the excess grease is out of here. And all the excess grease is off of here.
Okay. See, I thought it was
that's
supposed to be this way.
No.
So that it's
No, because if you have too much grease, it actually attracts more dirt.
It's dirt.
So when you oil your chain, I put a drop on each
that's what I did.
thing, and I let it sit for about an hour, maybe 20 minutes at the at the very least. And then I take a rag and I go like this. I'm not gonna do it with this one because this is excess.
Okay.
Yeah, all of that in here. And it'll run smoother, it'll shift better, and
Yeah, will do. Yeah, I'm glad I came. Even though I'm exhausted after a long week.
so there you go.
You lost your reflector though.
When your bike fell, your reflector broke.
Might just be loose, possibly.
Yeah, it might be just when she dropped her bike. She was a hot mess.
It's a pretty good bike though. You got through axle, hydraulic brakes.
Yeah, she picked it for me.
I have the same one in a different color. I haven't ridden it all this year though. I got to get it out. We're trying to rotate my bikes around.
Did Vicky buy an aerial? Vicky, Wolf. Did she get an aerial?
I haven't talked to Vicky in years.
I've seen an old one time.
I haven't seen her in a couple years now. But, yeah, Ariel is just like this, but without.
This is an aerial.
Oh, that is the Ariel. Yeah, I'm thinking
That's a hard one.
one with a rigid floor. Vita is this without the.
I like the
without
cables to be
suspension.
inside.
Uh-huh.
Try like
Yeah. That makes it better.
It's cleaner. What about the spokes?
Oh no, those cables. They're
The cables.
like yours.
Yeah, when they run inside.
Oh, yeah, they run inside, yeah.
It keeps cleaner looking lines.
Yeah, this one does.
Okay, and that concludes.
Yeah. Our talk.
Thank you, Tracy.
Oh, you're most welcome always.
Another thing you can do is they make like a little white rope you can
See our
put
new,
between your gears to clean
Our
that.
new brochures.
Ride smart, ride together.
From downtown Dearborn.
Okay. What is this yellow thing?
That's just their logo design. It has all sorts of good info on the back. They've ridden with us before. That's Big Mo.
He hasn't been riding.
No, just got married and he's doing wifey things.
Yeah, we need those.
I like it because it has tips for drivers and tips for cyclists. That's what we worked really hard to target everybody.
I like the bike lanes. Can I keep this?
Huh?
That thing?
Yeah, keep that. Because I have another one here and I have like a couple of
Thank you.
Your tires got some wear on them, but they still look really good. Still fairly new. Did you get this new?
No, in 2019.
Oh, a couple years ago?
18. Yeah, 19.
Was it brand new?
Yes.
I think that's what he asked.
But I'm ready to upgrade very soon. I want to
Are you
get
still
like the
filming?
expensive one.
Yeah, I think so. The battery got overheated for a while. Are we all done?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Are actuated by the cable, just like rim brakes are. Okay. And Hebas are hydraulic. Okay. So very important hydraulic brakes. You have that little wedge that goes into between your brake pads and between their platforms. So when you take your wheel off, you don't want to accidentally on a hydraulic brake, if you don't have the wheel in there and you press the brake pads will stick together, go together.
Oh.
And then you have to muscle and pry them apart to reset them. It's a pain in the butt. No, you do not.
I think you can use a screwdriver. You're not supposed to, but
Lucky I have an extra one.
Oh.
This is all it is. It's just a little spacer. So,
Does it come with a bike?
yeah, you got one with the bike.
Oh, by the way, you can get one of those calendars for free. They have nice pictures.
So,
You know, across the street.
Yeah.
Go talk to them. Oh, they
so
have
now,
all the-
okay, so you take your whole skewer off.
Oh, I don't. I think I might have had it on wrong anyway because I took it off and then put the skewer go on the brake side, the handle go on the brake side.
The handle goes on the brake side.
Oh, I did have it right.
Yes,
Okay.
because this one, your handle's going to either, you know, and actually on the front it really doesn't matter.
I don't have to take it off to change the tube?
But you have to take the wheel off, but you don't have to take the whole skewer off and take the wheel off.
Oh, you don't?
No, you just loosen it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So,
Oh, show me.
easier that you don't have. There, you have it.
Oh, and then just lift it out. Oh, okay, I
Lift
see.
it out.
Oh.
I don't know where Heather went. If it's whatever. I teach to my students, and if they walk away, that's their problem. So,
I know that this has a hole in it because I pumped it up
okay.
and it
And do you have a
seeped
tube
up.
with you?
I do.
Okay, awesome.
And it looks like it must be the tube because I did examine the tire itself.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see any glass.
It's not mine, but I can't see garbage.
is that your daughter?
I thought your daughter,
Sorry.
I thought it was your daughter's.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot, what's wrong with me today? Did you get this on
She
video?
worked with ninth graders.
I'm not sure. Oh no, you. I think you broke the.
Okay.
Okay,
so I'm gonna
so,
You want me to delete it?
Yeah.
do you have tire levers? Actually, on these type of tires, you really don't need
I don't
levers.
need them levers. I do have levers, but I don't need them because the tire's so flat.
Yeah.
It just lifts
So-
right off.
Basically, what you want to do is take it off.
Okay. Take it off.
Okay. Leave your tube in there for right now, okay?
Okay.
We're going to talk about some stuff here. I'm going to grab mine, my example. I have a Presta tube, so I got to take my little lock nut off.
Is that your daughter, Emma? I saw her before. I was wondering about that.
She rode with us one time, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wrote. Yeah.
Yeah, we went
She's
to
fancy. She rides good.
I remember that day. That's the day I had a headache.
She's a kid. She can ride no-handed over bumps.
Oh, I know.
She's taller than you.
I don't know how they get taller than their
So-
parents. It has to do with the food.
If you notice,
Could be, or the
on your
grandparents.
tire, and this is how you should have it set up when you put your new tube in as well, is your valve is always by your logo.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Reason being, now, do you have your air pump?
No, but I can go get it.
I have mine.
Okay, I use
Oh, I'll pump.
I'll use my little one. Yes. You're gonna want
Just a little air, not too much. Right?
no, she's gonna pump that up to see where the hole is. So you're gonna pull that out. You're gonna pump it.
pull out the whole tube now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you have it still oriented.
You much for patching or just replacing?
I'll usually replace while on the road because it's much easier and quicker. And then if I deem that the tube is patchable, I'll take the tube with me and patch it for later use. But typically, when you patch like on the road, it takes longer and it's a little bit more difficult because you have to be a little bit more nimble with it. You have to, you know, let the patch, even with the new glue, like pre-glued patches, you have to let it sit for a minute.
Now what?
So you're gonna pump it up. Have you determined where the hole is? Keep pumping until you can.
I filled it with my left hand.
So you're gonna pump it up until you can. This doesn't have a hole in it, so I can pump it up forever. Okay, I hear it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you pumped this up before and it went flat.
Yeah, it went flat, yeah.
Okay. Keep pumping? No, can't enough to. Okay, so we have a hole because you pumped it up and it went flat right now.
Yes, it did.
But it's not.
I heard a professional say put it up next to your cheek. That's where it's more sensitive.
See, I'm pulling it so I can see if there is a hole.
You can hear it also. We heard it.
I thought I heard
Well,
it.
that's it was coming out of here.
Was it coming out of the valve?
Yeah, because you didn't have it clipped on.
Okay, I didn't have it put down. I thought you were supposed to clamp it.
Okay, so we'll just go with the assumption that there is a hidden hole in here somewhere. And we'll grab your tire. What you'll want to do with the tire is the outside of it. Pay attention to the sidewalls. Look, see if you have any, see anything sticking out. And then we're gonna well, now you have the tire off,
Yeah,
so you
it's
can
easier
get
to
a better. So you want to look at, the sidewall. Make sure there's nothing here. So a lot of times there'll be like a slice in the sidewall. The sidewall is thinner than the tread of the tire. And then you'll want to take a rag or something, or a glove like this, and run it along the inside a couple times and just kind of see if it catches anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because sometimes it might.
If it's glass, you don't want to sit there and go like this.
Yeah.
And then make a place your finger open and have a whole nother issue.
You take a class in biking? Where do we do that? Like, do you take class?
I just know this. Are you taking class right now?
Those ones are the raspberry cheesecake. These ones are the pumpkin. Oh, that's fine. Okay. So just one.
Yeah, I forgot about these stamps that we have to do.
Yeah, I mean, you can always quickly change a flat tire, but if you don't take care of
It
what
happened
issue
one
might
time.
be.
I was with the BBI and 3 times she get flat. 3 times.
So you didn't feel anything.
It was the longest
so
ride
the
ever.
next step is to kind of pull it apart and visually see if there is anything.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the cheesecake.
I just gotta learn how to manage my drink.
I don't want to. Okay, so I think we went off there. And I haven't, yeah.
Yeah, we were not.
Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do last is I'm going to squeeze the tread. Because usually when you squeeze it, that's when you squeeze it. If you, it's almost next step is we've determined there's nothing in your tire, so number one, it might not be debris in the tire that caused the flat, or it could mean that whatever was in the tire has expelled itself. So the next step is to look at your rim. Look on the inside of the rim. Feel, make sure that your rim tape is intact, and make sure there's no burrs along the sides. So it was just a mysterious, so you want to take now your new tube, and you're going to want to pump a little air in it just so it can form.
You know, Alia's too shy. She doesn't seem shy, but she is. Just this much.
Yep, just a little bit, just enough to form it so it doesn't
That's what I remember.
hold on it. So
Then we have to insert the
you're gonna, yep, you're
meat
gonna.
and the main one.
Okay, so you're gonna again remember to line up.
Yeah.
Tuck it all the way in. And what I do when I'm home and changing a flat, I'll put baby powder into the tire and shake it around so it coats the inside. And then it prevents the rubber from sticking to the rubber as it ages. No, baby powder. Like a talcum powder or cornstarch or...
I'm choking.
But out on the road, obviously. Okay, so take the, you want to take the cap off. Okay. Now, the next step is we're going to put it back onto your tire on your rim. But you want to make sure that your rim is facing the right way with your tread. So put it up again by your bike so you know this side is where your disc is, right? Yeah. You want to make sure you don't put your disc and get finger oils on it. Okay? So what way is the tread facing? So you want to face it. See how you have these little arrows?
Yeah.
See the arrows? They look like they're facing in the back, but because we're upside down, it's backwards. So are your views facing the same way as these views?
Yeah.
So this is the way that your tire goes back. So start with your valve in there. And then you'll want to put one side, either your side or Heaven's side, one side of the tire into the rim. And you'll want to start by the valve. This takes a little bit of, let me see if I can example you here with
Getting it inside?
just one side if you can. Just one side. Yep, just the one side as well. I do usually stick my velvet, and then I'll take both of them, both sides, and kind of go around like this. And then when you get to a certain point, focus on just the one side. This is where the thinner your tire is, the more likely you'll have to use a tire lever. Even the tire lever, make sure you don't pinch the tube between the tire and the rim.
I think on yours, see it, you want to make sure the part that's like hold down here so this don't
Yep,
keep
hold
opening
that.
up.
So what you'll do is,
It's kind of hard to do it.
The other way around, it has to go inside.
and once you get the tube in there, if you feel that you need to let a little bit of air out of the tube,
I'm trying to get it in there. I understand.
yes, take it like this, kind of lower right on it. Yeah, we're getting it, you're getting it. So you have to grab it here, and grab it here on either side. There you go. Got that side in, this is your left bit. Grab it here, and grab it down here. And then roll it back. There you go, roll it back. And then grab it here, grab it here. And if you push it down against the ground, it gives you just a little bit more. You got it.
Oh, okay, I see. That's what you were talking about. We're going like that.
Okay, so push down on the ground with it. That gives you a little bit more give on this side. Grab both sides. Grab both sides. There you go.
I did it!
Good job.
All right. So now the next thing you want to do is pump it up about halfway. Okay, so give it a couple pumps. Don't pump it all the way.
You're gonna have to repeat now.
Don't need to love, so you can try all you want. Your time is about to take you out. You say
Okay, so now
but it's too late.
you want to take a look and make sure that you don't have any funky looking, like your, like you had your tube pinched in the rim.
Yeah.
So you just kind of deal. So then the next step is you're going to release some of the tire pressure. So use that to kind of poke the hole, use the corner of it. You don't need to bring it down all the way to flat, but just remove some pressure. Okay, that's it. That just releases if there is a pinch hidden in there. Then you pump it back up to if there's a pinch between the tube, the tire, and the rim. So you pump it up, you release it, and then you pump it up again. Yeah, yeah, kind of, yeah. Then you pump it up again to your your full.
And then you want something?
Yep.
I've been doing it wrong all these years. I thought you had to put block it.
No, push that lever down. Push that lever down.
This lever here?
Yep.
Down?
Yep. Now put it on.
Yeah.
Now lift the lever up after it's on. Push it down. Yeah, there you go. That locks it on. Yep. Yep.
I'll do it now.
So it's nice and firm with the pressure gauge. What does probably about 80. 75. So I would go 70, 75.
Okay, I've already put it.
If you're riding dirt trails, you keep it low.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
So let's see what we got. Usually I can tell.
You can tell by the way it feels.
Yeah, oh, here we go.